hearts.
What's up, Hellions?
Welcome to another episode of Ghoul Talk.
Ghoul Talk.
Today we are kicking off our month. Month's theme is what, AnnaHelle?
It's sharks. Crazy sharks, aquatic monsters. The more over the top, the better. Hashtag sharks if you're following the conversation in the Hpusa TV horror music and movies group on Facebook.
Sharks are unlike everything else that we've ever talked about with zombies and monsters. Sharks are real. Sharks are a real fear.
Right.
But
Wait, zombies are real. Okay, anyway, go on.
Anyway, I just want to highlight that, and we're going to kick this off, not being so predictable with our shark movies, with one that is so bananas, right, AnnaHelle?
It's like 6 bananas on a
10.
scale of 1 to 6. All of the bananas.
All of the bananas combined, the one and only Sharknado.
Anyone that has the internet knows about this 2013 gem from the Sci-Fi Channel, which is so over the top. It developed a cult following as well as 5 freaking sequels. They made not only 1, not 2, but 6 of these movies. So don't ever give up on your dreams, because somebody's dream was to make 6 freaking Sharknados, and they did it.
I remember seeing this first one and I was like instantly hooked. It became like, everyone was talking about it. It was just so funny and so goofy, dark comedy, just absolutely ridiculous. And the sequels even got more crazy as they went on.
Off the chain saw.
So in this movie, we have Ian Ziering and Tara Reid kind of is like our main duo who we all kind of know. Honestly, they were kind of washed up from, things from the 90s, 90210 and everything that Tara Reid's in.
The water puns you are giving me. You first said and we were hooked, and then you're like, they were washed up. You're just serving the water puns. Both of these actors we hadn't seen for a while, and Sharknado came out in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Nostalgic, like you said. Ian was on 90210 and all kinds of stuff in the 90s.
He was like my least favorite character on there, but it was kind of like fun to see him in this movie, and he's so serious in the movie, but obviously we're making fun of him the whole time, It's
one of those movies where you saw he was in it and you're like, oh, he's that guy from that thing in the 90s.
And now he's known for like Sharknado and his chainsaw.
The whole pretense is weather happens, obviously sharks on the beach, crazy weather happens, tornadoes and all this, and sharks get caught in it, and bing, bang, boom, they're all over like downtown Los Angeles or whatever.
Everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Just flying through windows. They're climbing like bridges.
Coming out of the sewers too.
Crazy. Into their homes. You can't even just like shut your door. Like sharks are just coming in. Like a scene, I think they're on the steps and they can't get out of their house. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff.
Is there a real plot, or were they just like, throw sharks at stuff, throw sharks? I don't even care what they're doing. I don't care how unrealistic it seems. Just get some sharks in the air.
I think that was like the beginning. And then as the sequels go on, it just gets absolutely more insane that like they're just in the sky and flying and doing crazy stuff. There's one, if you haven't seen it, you got to see these, watch them in order. They're just so bananas.
If you have Prime, I believe they're all on like included with Amazon Prime right now. Subscription. Something
with the water, the sharks get to the end, and then it's a water cyclone which turns into a tornado, and they're like Anna said, all just everywhere, raining down sharks.
Where do you come into movies like this? You see the tagline, sharks and tornadoes. You kind of know what you're getting into. You're here for that cheese, for that unbelievable factor, but you're just going to totally embrace it. One of the most impossible things is when Finn, which is another like fish or shark pun, right? He's on his surfboard yelling at people, but it's clearly in a pool on a green screen.
Yes.
So him actually in the ocean somewhere surfing was actually a harder pill for me to swallow than sharks going really early.
I know, it's so funny. Yeah.
Super memorable moment from this film, and all over the internet there are plenty of memes, is when one of the sharks goes to jump Finn, which is funny because you usually jump the shark when your show is getting a little too bananas.
Yes.
That classic television phrase.
Yeah.
So the shark jumps Finn, and it's this epic panoramic slow motion camera span with his freaking chainsaw. Who storyboarded that shot and thought of that? I would like to speak with them and go over
shake your hand and be like, just thank you for bringing that to our eyes. Thank you.
It's just, as the film goes on, it gets progressively more ridiculous, chaotic, and destructive. Avalanche. One thing happens, another thing happens, another thing happens, and it's just ridiculousness ensues.
It's like, once you think that it cannot get any more ridiculous, nope, here comes something else. And also, we have Tara Reid, who just seems so serious, and she's acting serious, and it's just awful.
The most unbelievable thing for me in that movie is Tara Reid as an actress.
Not the sharks, not the Sharknados.
Overall, even for a made-for-cable movie, and it was the first one, the CGI really isn't that bad.
No.
The animation for the sharks or any of the shark effects, that's probably what they put all their money into, all their budget for the movie.
No, they had a budget of $2 million. That's what I read.
10 for Tara Reid, 50 for Ian Ziering, and all the rest are for the sharks.
Sharknado, absolutely crazy. It's kicking off our month of sharks and fear of sharks. Go watch it if you haven't watched it. We will be featuring sharks, shark movies, #sharks, all on the Hpusa horror music movies and more. Follow us, get into the conversation and comment. Tell us what your favorite movies are, what you want to see.
If you're in the group, don't forget, keep sharing videos and movie trailers, and it's been great. People have been sharing different music related to the topics, movie posters, all that. We keep the conversation going, and if you're having a good time, be sure to invite your friends so that we can continue to grow our community.
You are a band and you have a song about a shark, let us know. Definitely. We will feature you. We want to feature. So in closing, just as Finn would say in Sharknado, Semper Paratus. Always be prepared.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, invite your friends.
Yes. Till next time, Scream Hearts.